We have some breaking news from the NHL. We have a trade involving the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Seattle Kraken. We'll discuss the deal coming up next. So welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. As I mentioned, we have a pretty significant trade here. The Seattle Kraken have gotten themselves a pretty good player for next to nothing. They acquire Oliver Bjorkstrand, the Danish winger with the Columbus Blue Jackets. Still has a fair bit of term on his deal, making $5.4 million. 3-time 20 goal scorer. Really would have been 4-time 20 goal scorer if it hadn't been for the shortened season. The 56 game campaign 2 seasons back. Was a 28 goal scorer last year. Is sent off to the Seattle Kraken in exchange for a 3rd and 4th round pick in next year's NHL draft. So those are 2 mid-round picks to Columbus for a guy who scored 28 goals last year. That to me is an absolute giveaway on Columbus's part, or a bit of a fleecing on Seattle's part. That's a steal. I understand why Columbus had to make a move. They obviously agreed to terms with Patrik Laine, which we'll be discussing here shortly in another video, which we're going to put them over the cap. But the thing is that they knew this was coming. They knew they did not have the room to sign Laine, and I was going to put them over the cap and somebody else had to go. It's that simple, right? And instead of moving like Gus Nyquist, who has 1 year left at $5.5 million, which would have accomplished the same goals. Now, maybe there was no takers on Nyquist. I'm not sure. You'd think somebody would take him, though. Still a fairly productive guy in his early 30s. Only 1 year left, so you're not getting a ton of term. And instead, Bjorkstrand goes. So to me, Oliver Bjorkstrand in the last few years has been almost as productive as Laine has. I really like Patrik Laine. I hope for Columbus' sake he can get back to being the 40 goal scorer he was early in his career with the Winnipeg Jets. But at the end of the day, after paying Laine the big bucks on a 4-year deal, Bjorkstrand goes, and are they really a better team because of it? We've seen Vegas give away players because of the cap. There's been other scenarios similar too, and I understand. But if I were them, I wouldn't have let it get to the point that you knew this was going to happen, right? So why not make the move ahead of time? You knew you were going to come to some sort of terms with Laine. He's an RFA. Make the move ahead of time so teams aren't going to, not help you out, so to speak, right? So obviously Seattle saw an opportunity. I'm surprised that another team didn't swoop in and offer something even a little bit better. Even like a 2nd and a 3rd instead of a 3rd and a 4th. Seattle obviously needs to continue getting better. They need to add more goal scoring. They've done a little bit of that already this year in the offseason. And Bjorkstrand's a nice addition for them. Like I said, he's not overly old. He's got term, proven scorer. This guy can play top 6 minutes, no problem. So to me, I thought he'd stick around and they'd find a way to move Nyquist or something else off the roster to make that happen. To me, like I said, this is a pretty surprising trade. I'm not surprised they made a deal, but I'm surprised this is it and they get like almost nothing. But teams are not helping other teams out when it comes to salary cap dumps. It's just that simple. So let me know your thoughts on this trade down in the comments. We'll discuss further. There's definitely going to be more videos coming here later this evening with other signings and other news to discuss here throughout the night. So stay tuned for that. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and stick around so you don't miss any of that and anything else moving forward. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.